Hello and good morning, everyone. I am OracleUnicorn and welcome to Shaman Messages. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Put some things in your back pocket. You never know, you might need it for later. Be sure to check your zodiac signs. I will be having my new zodiac signs being done starting next week. And I actually planned on it the week after, but I'm going to start them next week. All right. So I have a new setup. I'm so excited, so happy. Oh my gosh, I have space. I don't feel so cramped. This is great. Oh man, it's just so beautiful. I'm just in awe. I'm like, yeah, go unicorn. This is awesome. All right, so let's see what we got here for today. Got my tea. Oh, I have everything. Do I want that deck? I actually don't. The moon. Today's the moon, or tonight, last night, and tonight, last night, tonight. Last night, or tonight is going to be, or for some, the new moon energy. Oh wow, look at that. Expect a powerful change with a masculine. Holy crap. That is powerful. Wow, I will leave that just like that. That is so cool. Holy cow. That's awesome. That's just beautiful. Expect a powerful change with a masculine, y'all. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. And that's just too beautiful. Just so beautiful. And we're in new moon energy. This is new moon. This is new moon eclipse energy at that. That's wow. A win-win forecast, or a win-win outcome is forecasted. Libra energy. Pretty cool. All right. I feel so comfortable. I don't feel so cramped. It's wonderful. And if any of y'all would like to see the full setup, go on my Facebook page, OracleUnicorn, and I did do a video. I did pictures of before, basically when I had everything in here, and then before I set up, I was like, in the beginning, sitting there looking at it like, well, I know I can do it. I know I somehow do it, but dang, that's a lot of stuff. And I was like, geez, this is going to be fun. And then after I got finished and laid down in my bed, I'm just like, yep, I knew it. I knew somehow I would stick things where things just, it was great. I was in awe. I was in awe over myself, y'all. I mean, it's so cool. And just even thinking back, when I made my little makeshift office at my dad's house, and I just had a little tinier space than what I did have, and I just thinking back at it, I'm just like, wow, have I grown? Wow, have I really expanded? Look at this. And I'm like, I'm making myself bigger. Look at it. Oh, it's so funny, y'all. Okay, I know. Conclusions are within reach, okay? There are some adjustments that are going to be required, but have the courage to step into this new powerful beginning. There's a lot of full moon, so possibly by the next full moon, which would be in about 2 weeks, there could be someone making a stand. Conclusions are within your reach. Someone's making a stand about specific adjustments. I do see this, okay? So these moon energies, a lot of these energies are ushering you to in a way, make a stand for yourself in your masculine energy and this powerful change, having the courage to step into this new beginning and knowing that your conclusions are always within your reach. It's just allowing yourself time to sit there and not beat yourself up about it, but to run through yourself a plan, okay? And remind yourself, all right, we're coming up with a plan, but we have to be patient with ourselves. Interesting how I use those words. So, yes. And that's what I constantly do, especially when I was sharing a room with my son. I'm making a plan for myself. Everything's going to be okay. I got this. I know how to figure things out. I've done it before. I can do it now. This is a higher level of figuring things out. And it's a little bit more difficult, especially when you don't have like a regular income, you know. You really figure things out. You really get creative with life. For real. And this is how I know how to do all this. Because this is actually a wall I made between the kitchen and the living room. So creativity, y'all. Creativity. And that's a sheet just to give me more privacy. And that's a blanket as my door. Creativity. That's what we see here going on too. All right. Very beautiful. Yeah, see. Go away. I don't like gnats. I'm sorry for those of you that's like, oh, animals are sacred. Yes, but if you're in my space and you're particularly an annoying bug, it's just not going to work. And you go on my teeth. That part. Get straight out of my teeth. I'm going to go after some bugs, y'all. It's just like... Same thing with palmetto bugs we seem to have a problem with. But I go after some bugs, y'all. I don't touch no palmetto bugs, so them things are going to die. One way or another. I don't like that. No bugs in my space now. Here we go. Wow, someone has like really this huge, deep knowing. There's a lot of full moon illumination here. Someone has some serious deep knowing about something that a specific situation will not change. And nothing will come out of putting work into something that was taking your power away. But this has also granted you strength and power in your ability to be able to be creative and how to make a stand in different ways. So I do see that, okay? And having the courage with a lot of new beginnings and also showing the world the real you. I feel like this was a heavy kind of fear factor for half of you, okay? That showing the world the real you, allowing yourself to release your mask, for some people is extremely scary because they have a lot of things built up, and you know, it's an image thing. So and I totally get that. I really do. I know what it's like to go through a lot of scrutiny about possibly feeling one way, changing and wanting to do something else, or having like for some, like having like a following or a group of people that, you know, and then you kind of change, and then you shift a little more, and then people are, you know, like scrutinizing the shifting and the change, and how like, oh, that's not the real you. But in reality, you know, inside of yourself, the mask you're holding up isn't the real you. The more you is what you're feeling in your heart and what's really resonating for you in your heart. And it's like, no, man, well, this definitely feels better. But then you have this feeling of obligation or a tie to the old you, and it can be very difficult to really shift within oneself to see certain parts without other people's kind of input. What is really you? You know, what is, you know, the true you? This is showing the world the real you. And having faith, believing in the known and the unknown, or the known, believing in the knowing you have inside of yourself that is unknown. Okay, you see the synchronicities, you see the knowing of this information, with the universe. But you see that, and I totally get this energy too. You see that certain things, like you have the knowing that certain things are going to fall into place in a certain way, but there's certain people that are a part of it, or certain things that are tied to it that makes you feel like you're wrong, that the messages the universe is giving you or your spiritual team is giving you is wrong. I've went through that too, and that is a difficult one. I actually went in and listened to, what was I listening to? Actually, y'all, I think it was a movie I was watching. No, it was something I was listening to. That was talking about a lot of this, and how certain, how synchronicities won't match. Maybe some things that the people that are in play that's tied to certain these things, they'll say against it, because they don't have this inner knowing. They're going upon what the illusional fact. How do I express this? The illusional fact of life, how some people kind of live their daily life in the function of society in a way. And they live off of the illusion of that function. And those that don't live off of that illusion of that function, they're not a part of this mask. And it's a big mask with many masks, okay? Because these people feel like they have to have this mask just to be able to survive, or to have the things that they need to be able to support themselves, okay? And now we have the spiritual people that literally trust and give faith into, even if they don't have the means, it's going to happen, because they're seeing the synchronicities. They talk to the spirits and stuff, and it doesn't correspond with anything of this, because this is illusion and this is, in a sense, the truth. But timing seems to be very weird when it comes to this, because you could feel something months or even weeks before it happens, and then it's like it's testing your faith and your inner knowing with yourself, and that fear and that doubt, which is why I'm saying it's that fear in showing the world the real you, because of that, because you're shifting more into this way of seeing life, being life, with life, instead of this way. And they don't tend to match, because this is a created illusion, and this is a revealing and a ripping apart of this illusion. So of course it's not going to match. And I feel like that's where we get tested, in a sense. I don't feel that it's necessarily a test. I mean, it is, but I don't feel it's necessarily a test. It's just practicing these things that we have inside of ourselves, these gifts, practicing in knowing in yourself what is an illusion and what is really true, and what is really true for you too at the same time. Okay, it's not just what is true. I mean, you can ask anybody what is true. One would say this is true, and the other one would say, well, this is true. Well, it's both an element of truth, depending on how their reality is, okay? And whatever this person feels is true. Oh man, my hair. Whatever this person feels is true may not necessarily actually be the truth for this person. So that's where that evolvement of accepting differences comes from, knowing that we have the right to allow ourselves to have our own truths and accept other people's truths at the same time, knowing that it may not necessarily be your truth, but it's for real true for them. I mean, that's how they're living it. That's how their reality is. I mean, it's like that Matrix card over there. And that's where I feel this faith energy here is, and this gratitude. Oh, wow. I really did great on the lighting. I just need to get a better camera now. Awesome. So that's what I see here, okay, y'all? All right. I think it's time to move forward. This tea is so good. It's like roasted dandelion, and I got like, because doing 4 packets of caffeinated tea was way too much. And I got uncaffeinated and caffeinated because I was like a heavy coffee drinker. I would drink coffee at night just because I wanted coffee, and I would really not like the fact that I had caffeine and I was up most of the night and I wanted to go to sleep. And so I made sure I did that so that I wouldn't do that to myself. And then I got to the point to where, okay, I only need 2 caffeines and then an uncaffeinated, and whatever flavor, my uncaffeinated ones can be like whatever tasty flavored. And I got roasted dandelion. Oh man, it is so tasty. I was like, yes, it is so good. Oh, I love it. Definitely switching over to tea was really the best thing. I stopped having issues when it came to my stomach. I don't feel any more pain. When I drank too much caffeine in my caffeinated tea, I could feel the pain actually in my stomach. And so I felt that was interesting. I kind of keeping an open mind, or kind of like a questioning. That's what it is. A questioning about that with the universe, because I noticed that if I tend to question things and then feel like it's okay to question things, and I do get my answers, especially if I'm not like, oh, I don't want my answer now. I just kind of question it and then put it out there, and usually I always get my answer, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Thank you. It's so great. And this rug that was in the living room that my grandma gave my mom, I'm getting to use it, and I love it. It's a compass, but it's a compass that literally looks like a star. And it's the one I actually have on my necklace. So it's like the compass of the consciousness and the universe, because it just reminded me of Pocahontas. Your heart, wherever it tells you, and it's the compass and everything. And I was like, yes, that's awesome. And so before I started the video, I literally went into the middle of my compass and just stood there and was like, yes. Yes. I am accomplishing. Wow, holy cow. Okay, this masculine energy is like pseudo cleansing, cleansing all of the confusion, being able to see his own reflection in his emotional waters. Okay. And that's interesting because, and wow, there's like these 2 kids in the astral plane, and they're just like playing, which is so awesome, because it was like, just even in that last few nights, I remember, like, I usually can't talk to my masculine. Usually we don't talk, or there's some subtle things that happens through our minds in my dreams. Oh my gosh, we had full-on conversation. We were all playing and everything, dude. It was trippy. I was like, whoa, this is way different. I am not used to this. So I was like, I'm used to like silence and trying to figure things out. And this person is just like, and I'm like, yeah, wow. And I'm like, what are we gonna do? This is exciting. It was like a whole completely different person. It was wild, y'all. So like, I'm wondering if they're seeing this inside themselves too. They're like really opening up into this. And it's weird because we have Sweat Lodge here and expecting that powerful change. And so to me, I've talked to someone actually about this card. I used to think that the woman was walking towards the opening in this sweat lodge, and then, no, out. I think I felt like she was walking out. I don't remember, y'all, but I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure I thought she was walking going inwards, towards, the light and this newfound force of herself. And then I was talking to someone about this card, and he said that he felt like she was walking out of it and calling in the masculine. And I was like, well, that's interesting. From a masculine's point of view, it's like them in this kind of this shroud energy of this world, kind of like how this was, this cloudedness, and like they're watching the feminine and they're watching the illumination behind them, and it's like she's calling the masculine into and out of like this desert land. You see how it's kind of like deserty, and it's like a brick road. It's like, and there's a messenger up here, bird. So to me, that was always like the messenger energy. But it just seems like when I looked at that, it was like the feminine calling. However, it really befits you. If you're in feminine energy, you would be the one that's down here at the doorway calling your person in. So, however it fits. But this is a feminine, so I'm going to just put that, the feminine energy calling in the masculine energy. And I was like, oh, wow, that's gnarly. Because that's a heavy energy on what's going on with a lot of the astral connections. Holy cow, I'm not saying 5D, I just said astral. That's awesome. Wow. Oh, wow, I look over here and there's an 8 and a 2. Yeah, and why I left that there, and it's because I love how things catch my attention. I know it was there, I did that yesterday, but I love how small things like that catch my attention, because it lets me know, okay, yeah, this is a part of this reading. This is a part of this energy. So I feel like we're getting very close to this union energy. I know, y'all, this is hair, whatever this thing is doing, it's bugging me, because it's all like, all right. And so we have this 8, and then we have this 2. To me, that's like this union. Also, that's from in the astral plane coming down into this tangible world. And then the 2 of Cups, equal emotions. So that's what I feel that is, and how that ended up there. Back to my story. I rolled the dice. Oh, look, we have the Earth sign under here. Cool. I rolled the dice to change the numbers, and then I just kind of like picked them up out of my hands. I didn't even drop them. Picked them up out of my hands and set them there, and it was on top. And then the 2 numbers that were facing me didn't feel as much of the significance, but I loved what was right there, which was the 8 and 2. And so I turned them to face me. And then what's on the top is 64 with a 6. Okay, because this isn't a dice with numbers. A dice with numbers, and this is obviously a regular die. So 8, and then there's 64 on top, and this is 2, and there's a 6 on top. So I find that very interesting. So if you add the 64, it would be 10. And so we have the 10 and the 6. So to me, that would be completion of the past. Wow, that's pretty powerful. And then we have the 4 into union. This is soul unions too. So we have the 4 of chalice. Why do I say 4 of chalice? Okay, someone's contemplation in a lot of things. But 4 of wands is what I'm looking for, all right, y'all? 4 of wands, which is that family union energy. So I feel that union energy coming from the astral plane into the 3D. And then we have another number 2. So you have your 8 and 2, and you have your 2, even though it's upside down, and then you have your 64 and 6, and then you have your 4, and underneath is 1 and 32, which would be 3 and 3, which would be 6. So then we have another past number, 6. So some of your unions are definitely with someone of the past. Some of you, you're ending something specifically of the past and you're coming into something very beautiful. A love offer is going to be granted to you, because that reminds me of 6 of Cups, okay? And the 6 of Cups can be 2 things. This could be a significance of a union with someone that is very precious to your heart, but not necessarily really all the way from the past. It could be someone new, but yet someone of your past, but not initially someone of your past type of thing, like old relationship. Some of you, it is an old relationship, which is why there's so many 6s here. And some of you, it's just specifically just someone you knew of the past or you just know of, which is cool because my mom is in that energy. She's not with someone of her past per se, but she is with someone that she knows of her past. So I was like, wow. And then I was like, it really blew my mind when I found out that person is friends with one of her exes. And I was like, what interesting energy. What interesting play of events. So I'm glad that happened. That's really cool. Let's see what else. For a lot of you, I feel it's this earth energy or this earth sign that could be heavily in their earth energy, especially if they don't seem to be an earth sign. We did see Libra energy earlier, okay? This is a win-win forecasted outcome, especially when you're working with other people. You are involved with other people, ties with other people, okay? But this looks like there's a huge movement going on here, very much so. This person is in their self new beginning, okay? They are definitely been doing a lot of beautiful cleansing when it comes to, I would say, their heart, their mental understanding. This is really interesting how this is like such a powerful union reading, union masculine reading. This is very, very strong masculine energy here, okay? Yeah, they want you to know they are at their own sacred mountain. They are they are at this energy of this doorway with themselves, okay? They are opening. They're just kind of doing it in specific baby steps that resonates with their heart, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Especially if you're with an earth sign, they tend to take a little more time. They're a lot like the Knight of Pentacle energy. But, think about it. I'm the type of person that likes to take my time with a lot of things. And when you do take your time in things like this, look at what you get. Look at what you come up with. It's just so different type of gratifying, It's seeing yourself on a whole nother level. It's allowing yourself to look at you, especially when it comes to your environment, your specific bubble, your bubble that, your own kind of cloak you keep around yourself. And for me, this is my bubble, this is when I'm sitting by myself and I can be in a rough, depressed state and just look around and go, there's no reason for this. Look at what I have accomplished. Look at what I have blossomed into. Look at what I have been able to create, what I have been able to come up with, and had no way of knowing how I would be able to come up with it. But I came up with it. And these are the pearls about yourself. And this is why I can seem like a pack rat, but I interchange things too with my own soul and what grows and what, stays tuned with me and what doesn't. I can see certain things that I've taken apart and want to add to it and give it more energy, some would say, an element of power. But it's just an energy circle. Like I have my cat thing, ornament thing that I found. It's a Halloween thing, of course. But I was able to take the Happy Halloween off. And it has just 2 chains hanging down from the moon with the cat on the moon, and I love it. And then it has 2 stars up there, and I was like, oh, that's so perfect. That's like union. I was like, that's like independent union energy. I was like, that's awesome, because I mean, and that's also hidden illumination energy, because the moon, the cat, the independence, and then the 2 stars. I was just like, that's just freaking perfect. And I'm looking at the chains. I was like, you know what? I'll figure something out for that and I'll make it look cool. And then I'm sitting here and I look at it and I'm talking about it, and I just had an idea. I can add stones, I can add crystals, and it will make it extremely more powerful. I can hang a bunch of different things from it and make it like a wind chime, just even stuff like that. And it's just beautiful. I mean, someone did not like this plant, dried out plants on the stick, and I looked at it and initially thought of someone that literally had a huge one and had flowers drying out all across it. And I was like, oh, that just reminds me of that. And I was like, oh, I love it. I just loved it. A lot of things, I'm telling you, a lot of things about me, I was extremely inspired by someone who's heavily in my heart. Like a bunch of things about me is inspired by him, because some of the things that I saw him do, I was just like, well, that's just freaking cool. I want that aspect a part of me. Not like you're copying them, but you're like, I like that. All right, I'm gonna figure something out like that for me. I want to be like that too. I want to, man. There's got to be a reason why you like that. And I'm like, I'm finding these reasons. I'm like, yeah, I totally agree. And I don't even. Okay, I'll tell y'all another story too, because I mean, this person is a main piece to who I am. I mean, walking through his garage one time, before I met his soul, I've met him before, but it didn't trigger. I met his dog, actually. I met his dog before I actually really met him. And it was so beautiful, because her name was Lilith, and I caved to my knees before her and just loved her. And I can remember kind of feeling inside myself, but I knew I wasn't fully awakened to me. I just was natural. It was just there. And I just felt just there. And then I met her, and she lit me up, and I was just so happy. I literally looked over at everyone sitting at his table and was not jealous. I didn't even care to be over there at the table. I just wanted to be with this dog. I was so happy. But then I met this person again and actually met them. I met their soul. Like I could not deny, And before I met them, I met their rooster, and it was wild. And just everything about this person, and they had, their magical stuff everywhere. And I just walked out of Christianity, y'all. Because before that, I ended up falling into Christianity. I went into and practiced a lot of Christianity, did a lot of things out of the Bible. Ended up with an interesting message from that person. I knew who they were, but I'm like, I'm shocked I got a message, actually. whoa, like you actually remember me before I remember you. So I was like, it was interesting. And I really was Christian. And then I ended up, going through a lot of emotions, falling into, deep depression over kind of feeling like I was pushed into a shelter energy type of thing. Okay. However, it even happened because this, that, and another. It doesn't matter. I ended up in a shelter, point blank, with my son. So it was a woman's shelter. And I fell apart. I completely fell apart. And I missed myself. I remember I was like, this is not who I am. And I'm so thankful for going through that experience, because how would I know, if I didn't do it? I would be confused in myself for so long. I would always be on that teeter-totter, but what if, and what about all this and this and this? And that wasn't important to me, because I threw all my stuff away when I went Christian, like I had BOGOs of Gothic boots. I had Gothic everything. I had about 14, 15 pairs of Gothic pants. And I threw it all away because I was like, if I'm going to be something, I'm going to rep it, right? And that's how I am. If I'm going to commit, I'm going to freaking commit. If I want to make a commitment, I'm going to commit. Now, I can tell if it's not me, because I won't commit. If I won't commit, it's because, like, I know in myself there's a reason why I'm not committing. So, and that I actually started using that to evaluate relationships with myself. Okay, if you are not fully committed, you're not going to be fully committed, unicorn. Yeah, I see this. But I feel bad because my heart's been fully committed and constantly, and I keep going back to it, and I'm not trying to follow my heart and trying to level out here, because freedom of free will, we have that. So how is that me allowing free will if I just hang on to that? It's not. I have to give that free will to that person, not sit here and keep grabbing at it. But if they give you signs and synchronicities from them that it's okay to do that, okay, I'm all set with y'all. I am complete in agreement. Now, if there's not, I have had to really evaluate this level of things, especially when it comes to making a stand. How do you know you're making a stand for all of the right reasons? How do you know you're making the stand and it's going to end up better and not end up worse? Basically, the grass is not greener on the other side type of energy here. Okay. And I feel that's what, I was being taught. Okay. Well, are you listening to what your heart triggers are saying? Are you ignoring red flags? Are you, this, that, and other? Even if you feel you have to give that specific direction free will and let it go, you can still allow your heart to love, which I did. I had to, because it was an energy of not being true to myself. I found out because at first it was like, oh, well, I'm being too giving. And then I cut back and I stepped back with myself. And then I was like, well, I want to give. Now am I trying to be controlling of myself because I'm not giving? So I had to play with a lot of this, and it's very interesting too. And I feel that's where a lot of these adjustments are required when it comes to revealing the real you inside of you and to yourself, okay? Because this is where this game really plays into play, is revealing your true self with yourself and being honest with yourself, and then also allowing that time with other people around you, because they're going through the same process. and just be in a sense of gratitude, which we do have here, this gratitude energy, that you are able to be an inspirational kind of energy of giving. So even if this making a stand and adjustments are required, even if I never got that wish or that possibility or whatnot, even if I never got that, is my action still pure? Am I doing it in a way to force a specific path? Am I went through all of this, and so I had to tell myself, okay, if I want to give, I have to give out of literally just to give truth, give open, give and what was given to me. Which did I leave that on here? I think I did. The beginning of this video, there was like, you never know who you're going to help by being your real authentic or your real self or whatnot. It's actually the picture on this video, and I'm talking about it, and that's really, really cool. Okay, I just put the smoky mirror. I know y'all saw me do that. I just put the smoky mirror over this expect a powerful change. So I feel there's going to be a huge revealing of truth of a lot of this kind of smoky mirror energy, possibly between you and this person that you have a connection with in the 5D energy, astral plane, or the unseen. However, what words you would like to use, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. So I'm going to go ahead and pull more cards because I feel that was expect a powerful change when it comes to these smoky mirrors, maybe questions you still have about things, or this sweat lodge energy when it comes to your person. All right, there's an ignition. Igniting. Whoa. Now this is an energy. All right, so I gotta put these over here then. I mean, this feels too much to be over there. I think this is barrier energy. And there's a spiral of this inner knowing. Adjustments are required, possibly relating to children. And then there's also this drum energy. So there could be this cleansing, staying strong through this when it comes to a child. And then this is a lot of igniting this burst, this what I'm getting is some of you, because you were so inspired by someone of your past and you used these things that inspired you to help illuminate also yourself and to play within your heart and stuff, I feel like that has mirrored back in a way, like held up, like help this person to remember. Holy cow, that is so awesome. I put that on one of my drawings. Remember to remember. And see, that's another inspirational thing that I got from my masculine, y'all. That is not from me. That was from him. So that is happening. This remembering to remember, being able to remember themselves before. I mean, it just ends there. And conclusions are within your reach. So they're seeing all of this. Wow, I see an eye here. Like, I forgot what it's called because I always loved the elves in Lord of the Rings, but I forgot what that eye was called. And Mordon, something like that. And it kind of looks like a blue one here on here. Let's see if I can. Oh, wow. And it looks like there's a person behind there. Holy cow, I see a person. It's a masculine. They formed. Holy cow. I don't know if y'all can see this. There really is a person back there. All right. Let's see if y'all can see it. And the eye I see here. Oh, wow. Now I see an elephant, a remover of obstacles. But there's a person there. So the head's here, arm goes down there, and the other arm's there. It's still kind of difficult to see, but I can see it a little bit just because I know where it is. But the I is pronounced. And then you kind of see here, oh, I can see a wolf. I still see a wolf. Hasn't shifted yet. Elephant. I love that. That's cool. So there's an energy of removing blocks. There's an energy of there's a giveaway here for some of you. So you know how last week we were talking about this, making a deal with the devil energy, and I feel like this definitely did have something to deal with when it comes with kids or a child, because we do have the giveaway here and the drum and the child. For some of you, this is someone's giving away a soul retrieval, calling in also, maybe calling in their inner child and then giving something away, having an illumination of giving something away. So that's an interesting energy. This is why I push this one off to the side. And the spiral and all this. So this is like a lot of it's not going to stop. This energy is going to keep going and going and going. Something about this. Yeah, that is interesting to me. And it's interesting how I actually put the lightning out here. And I sent someone pictures of the earth, air, fire, and water. All the elements. And I didn't do the lightning because it was like, there's lightning too. And I'm not really sure of the element of that. I'm not sure of the element of that, but I'm surprised they didn't put it there. And the earth has a face. The wind is, which this face is the masculine, and the wind is a female. So I thought that was cool. And then the fire is a ball of fire, and water is a ball of water. And I'm like, out of all 4 elements, instead of doing all people, there's only 2 that are kind of like the lightning, and 2 that are like a masculine and feminine. And I was like, what that tree of life means to you. It's your tree, your life. Like, it's nurturing your tree. Like, okay. All right, y'all, I got another story. When I was a stay-at-home mom before kids, that's when I started reading actually about shamanism. It was my first book I found, and it was The Wisdom of the Shaman, or The Wisdom of the Shaman, or Shamanistic Wisdom, or Shaman of, it was one of those. And it was talking about creating your happy place. And so I went over to the kids, and I got some color. I created mine, and then I went to the kids, and I got all of these colors and, everything. And I went to them, and I had them envision their happy place, what it would look like. And there's this place that brings them a lot of joy to go to whenever, they feel the most depressed. And I still use this happy place of mine that I created years ago, because I think my son was only a year and a half. I created it, and it was a small little tree at first, which is why I thought it was cool. You ended up with a tree, and now it's a huge, magnificent, beautiful tree. And it's funny too, because I actually found that, and because it's one tree, my happy place is one tree in this a circle of an open area, right? So you can see the stars too, in the middle of a forest. And so I found a video that had one tree being an energy of blessed. This is just like star thingies falling over this tree in the middle of a forest. And I was like, yes. So I made that for them, this happy place. And I feel like there's this there's okay, for a lot of you, there's going to be an adjustment in a lot of this, sometimes instead of going, especially if you journey, if you journey and you go into the different realms, now you're going to your tree. Okay. You're just going to the tree because you're supposed to enter into the tree to be able to go to which realm. Now you're going to your happy place. You're going to this tree, which, wow, that's so freaking crazy, because a happy place can be anything and not just a tree. And that's weird how mine happened to be a tree. And that's shamanistic work. Blow my mind. So, okay, anyway, back. Just went with the kids to build this happy place. And now, yeah, of course, my tree is really huge, and I travel up and down this tree now instead of going. And oh yeah, that's my point. Going to this happy place, like if you're doing shamanistic journeying a lot and whatnot, just going to that tree. That tree is an element of you, your whole 5D matrix in a way. Okay, I would say that. And it's almost like an energy of honoring, but it's okay. It's heavy gratitude. And for me, I always went to tree as, all right, this is my safe place. This is my peace. Feel one peace. And just be thankful that I have this place. This place I can enter into anytime. And I use it. And now I have a whole new vision. Now I see and I get it's my shaman tree. It's the tree I travel. So wild. That's so cool. I've been nurturing a tree, my shaman tree, before I knew how to be a shaman. I mean, more and more that I get really live this life. I just keep getting messages that I literally was born for this. Like my life was specifically set up just to be this. I have been in tears at one point in time, asking like the gods in the universe, please let me be a shaman. I mean, I want to be a shaman. I had no clue what I was asking for, but I had no clue what I was doing. But I wanted it. I knew in my heart. Like it was there. It was great. Heart of the sky. That making a stand to who you are, who you naturally are, being able to remember, knowing so much, knowing thyself so well. See, that's another thing I was inspired by. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, I was inspired heavily by this person. Like, and it was weird too, because I dated someone that was was more heavily into the spiritual path, and it was just, it was this energy. Adjustments are required. And I feel what it kind of made me falter in a way was because of oh no, you're wrong, it's supposed to be this way. Oh no, you're wrong, it's supposed to be done this way. That's what it says in the book. No, you're wrong. That's not right. No, you're wrong. And I'm just sitting here like, it does say in this book to not follow it word for word. It does say to do this and this in spite, or even though it does say to listen to your heart. It does. And I'm like, yeah, respectfully, you're supposed to and have to. Well, I'm a spiritual person that don't like to supposed to and don't like to have to either. I like to know and I like to feel. And that's not making me know shit. And it ain't making me feel nothing but sadness here. But I will figure out other things. And I sure did. I really did. And so I feel like that was more in a way of like a push upon me. And that's what made it so weird. It was an outside person that inspired me the most in different ways without even knowing they were doing it. Without me even knowing it was even happening. Because I was like, okay, I have to learn the structure. I was not a very easy person to teach. I really wasn't. I mean, I'm a headbutting type of person. I'm like, And then I ended up, disrespected the person a little bit because the person I was inspired by, I was like, well, I got questions for you. The look on this person's face was like, it looked at the other person like, dude, what are you doing? It was great. Like, and this is what brought me to who I am today. Like, going through a lot of this and just being grateful. Then I felt so down about myself. Like, I can't do nothing right, but I'm going to figure it out. So I felt down about myself, but I knew I was a very strong force and I wanted to know. Damned it if I wasn't going to know it one way, I was going to find it another way. I didn't care. I was like, whatever. I was like, you don't want to help me, whatever. I was just, and I sure enough did. And also, like, I'd go on their Facebook just to kind of like go through their things. What else are you doing? What else are you creating? Oh, okay, that's cool. And I mean, that's how I got my pointism art from too, an inspiration. I did get it from that person. That was not, So this person, I was very inspired by them. And I felt a weird thing, like maybe I was copying them. So I had to sit with myself about this. And I was like, no, my heart resonates with this stuff. How can you copy if your heart's resonating? You're not exactly copying. You want to learn. You want to know. You want to be like, oh, cool. And that's another thing. I started a little bit in painting. And then I saw this person's art. And then I was just like, his painting, and I was like, whoa, this is exactly what I was looking for, how to be able to make some of these things. Like, I was looking at even the finest little details that he was doing, and I'm like, damn, that's impressive. I was like, I want to do that. And I didn't start painting. I didn't. I stuck with pointism. I stuck with the pens because at that point I actually felt like I would have been copying him. So, but now, after so many years, I'm sitting here like, it's imprinted in my head, that memory. I'm just like, I want to paint. I want to paint. And I want to get good acrylic because the acrylic I was trying to use was horrible. And it wasn't doing the details that he was able to do. And I was like, okay. So there's a difference when it comes to using really good paint and not having very good paint. Yeah, and I had to ask him what he used too. And it's funny because it's the exact, what do you call that? Exact, like, media? I would probably exact. There's a specific word for that. It is what I want to use because oil, you have to like spray paint or it doesn't dry, and I don't like that because if I want to put a color on top of something or if I want to blend a little bit, I mean, it just seems to be easier to me. It was just easier to work with when it came to acrylic, and I don't like waiting for so long on things. So to me, the acrylic dried faster. So I could play with it more and I could get back into the work faster. So that's what I liked that, But then I just didn't get in. I didn't do it because I just felt like I was going to be copying that person. But I am going to be doing it, y'all, because this drawing with pen is taking way too long. It's making it to where I don't even want to do art anymore. And it really sucks because I want to get back into my art, but I want to do it the way a pen presents my art, which is exactly what acrylic can do. I don't care too much about blends, or, it would be cool to be able to do something like this, but you would have to do watercolor. And to me, that's just too much frustration. There's something about watercolor gives me a lot of frustration. So it's not watercolor. So that's exactly, and there's a harvest. Okay, y'all, there's a harvest of these adjustments that are coming in. Okay. So yes, this is gaining a lot to it. I'm going to put a card over here with nothing will come of the situation. Okay. Apparently I'm going to put 2 cards there. There's something with this. I don't know. That gave me the chills. Ooh. Time to release negativity. Scorpio energy. Dang, this is very deep energy. And this is tied with Earthkeeper and the Ancient Ones. So that really didn't clarify much for me. They could clarify for y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. Nothing will come out of this situation, and it's time to release negative energy is what we have here, and accepting of differences. Very beautiful cards. There's a lot of purple in the background of this card, which there's a lot in the background of this card too. Oh, it is purple, and it kind of looks blue to y'all. And to me, it looks blue, but it's purple. Oh, burgers. Oh, that's why. And then we have accepting differences back here with this blue. 2, 1. Sure. I did not put on a long enough video. Oh, goodness. That is loud. I don't want to do that. What about this? We'll see. We'll see how I feel as I go through. Okay, turn down the volume and ended up at 8. That's awesome. All right, this feels very, very subtle. There's some that have flutes, and the flutes to me, I like them at times, but they become too much, way too fast for me. It's too much. It's not as beautifully subtle, energy that flows naturally. See, there's a little bit of flute in here, and I know it gets pretty loud, and that's what I was actually listening for. And I don't want the flute to drown me out, but you won't even be able to hear the subtlety of the music because the flute drowns it out. We'll just get with the reading. This is why I look for a 10-hour video or something, and I didn't because I really liked what was being played. Okay, so we have time to release negativity, and nothing will come of this situation with this energy of the Ancient Ones. I will clarify with this tarot deck because this is really not, and this is 1, and that's 18. However this resonates. But why I ended up getting the shivers is because it looks like this feminine. She has this, it feels like, I mean, this could be a good card, but it just feels dark, like like manipulative dark. There's this black tears coming down this feminine's face, and it's like a half cocked smile. Like I can see it in a different sense, like in a sadder sense, but this is feeling very like if like I'm gonna get you energy. Very dark. Like heavily. Let's see if y'all can see. That's what I'm seeing here. So for some of you, there could be a cleansing of this energy. And for some of you, there could be this looking at all the possibilities of maybe someone that is kind of this energy. Yeah, well, y'all are gonna know with inside your heart. You already know. So some of you, I feel there's this specific, possibly to a person that you know nothing will come out of a situation with them. Very rough. Wow. Vision quest with the unit. Oh. I was going to say Aquarius, but I was about to say unicorn because I'm an Aquarius. That's so funny. A vision quest with possibly some of you an Aquarius or just a vision quest of being able to understand or see how to really illuminate the real you. Now, this is full moon energy on top of full moon energy. Really, like, just stepping out to have fun, to enjoy, and to listen, to be happy, to be able to. There's this, wow, soul retrieval. Believe in the knowing of some sort of hidden soul retrieval energy. This is intense. Whoa. Believing to know, this deep knowing. This is wild. Holy crap. Someone's doing some heavy. You're accomplishing it. I mean, this is hidden energy, but this is accomplishing soul retrieval in oneself and just opening into this inner knowing of their full essence of themselves, I would feel, because of the soul retrieval. That just, yes, that happened. That just happened. All right, what about this gratitude energy? Let's shuffle it up here. And then we'll get into some tarot cards, and I know I'm already an hour because of my storytelling. I love my storytelling. And those that love me will love my stories too. And those that don't, well, I wish you the best. Because I do a lot of storytelling. This is how my videos end up about 2 hours long. All right. And I'm just so excited. I mean, this made it look beautiful. Oh man, someone's really focusing on their a lot of pains inside their heart. I see the luminous warrior. Pains of the past. So there could be a lot of healing of past energy too. At childhood, that I can see that over here. This is a lot of childhood healing. Yes, very beautiful childhood healing. Freedom. Holy, that is amazing. That's what this gratitude energy is here for. The freedom. Because of the freedom. Feeling freed. Oh, we got the tree. The time master and his tree. How beautiful. Aww. Oh, this is heavily a masculine reading. very heavily. I mean, you don't just get, the masculine card, the earth, which is heavily a masculine card because we did not get the wind energy out here. The only main feminine energy I see here is this feminine with this gratitude. They probably granted a lot of illumination of freedom and within oneself. Okay. I can see this. And this standing up in this energy for your heart, but also I see this feminine being, standing in this energy of their heart too. I feel a strong energy of shifting into loyalty towards one's heart and what their heart expresses towards them, instead of battling of the mind and the heart. Your mind going, this makes no sense, and your heart going, it's not meant to. So, but just kind of, it's putting trust on yourself, not on the other person, okay? Because you try to stick that trust on the other person, and especially if you have a very strong 5D connection with them, it's not going to. It's what do you call it? That it's false expectations. Okay, it's false expectations. Even if they could, even if you're like, well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's still holding an energy of false expectations. So, instead of putting your trust on him, he's going to be able to do it. He's going to be able to, no. Put your trust on your own heart. Put your trust on your soul. You're going to be able to get there because both of you can't get there by putting your trust on each other. You're only going to be able to get there by putting your trust in yourselves. And that eliminates false expectations on each other. That gives it more of a level up if you put your trust on yourself. And it's scary to just put your trust on your heart. Okay, that's what you want, heart. Okay, well, I trust, and this is what's going to happen. And so instead of looking or trying to stay open in a way outwardly to other people, you're going to start seeing people being drawing towards you more, wanting to give you love cups more because you're putting your trust on yourself, that you're going to know who it is, when's the right time, when it's presented, and when it's not presented. You're putting trust in, knowing that that's what's meant to happen and how it's meant to happen. Also in the unfoldment with the universe, but also that's just putting trust also with your own path and what you built for yourself before you were born, especially if you believe in reincarnation. But if you don't, even just putting trust in the play out of certain things, but leave it open for, okay, well, and I know I'm still kind of wary about this energy, but what I do is I say, okay, well, it would be a cherry on top if I got this person, but I know that what is going to unfold for me, and as long as I keep in the right steps towards, 10 of Cups energy, that's what you want. You want 10 of Cups energy. You want 2 of Cups energy. So reach for those energies, not ideas, what you in the tangible world on what you can create, because I was trying to do that and it did not work. Honestly, it gave me more frustration and it made me literally feel more unlovable. And then when if like I didn't get that specific situation or that specific, train of events or that specific outcome, it's like you lost something, and so I didn't want that energy of loss. How did I get all this information? I remember Did I read about this? I think I did. I think I read about this. Because right now I'm in this book, The Shaman and the Magician. This is really good. And this is also forwarded by Michael Harner. I find so much amazement out of what I do without me even realizing it. And then I get to see it. And I'm just like, oh, yeah. I think it's that book that helped me with a lot of that information. Yeah. All right. And so I feel that there's a lot of this energy going on when it comes to their own central tree, your own piece, your own real central tree with everything. Your spiritual team, your tangible life, trusting, even if it's just a baby change, that it's a step forward. Okay. And, for me, this is a step forward. I have my own space, and my son has his own space, and it's beautiful. And he woke up this morning and was just happy. He's like, I was able to sleep without you in there. And I was like, that's really good. I'm really happy for you. That's awesome. You're not afraid. And, so yeah, and which was cool because we actually been working on that fear energy with soul retrieval on him. We worked with fear and we worked with, I'm pretty sure it was focus. We worked with focus. And then our next one we have to work with is, I'm pretty sure it's listening because he hears things wrong, or he has so much chatter going up in his head, he doesn't fully hear what the person's saying, and he's hearing half of this and half of what the person's saying. So I feel there's an element of soul retrieval needed for that. But you will know when it's time, especially when it comes to working with soul retrieval with the kids. That's probably what this one is. There's probably an energy of soul retrieval someone may be doing when it comes to their child. They will say certain things, or they'll come to you and say something, and you will trigger in your soul and in your heart, it's time for a soul retrieval. And I do that with him. Instead of leading him into it, I allow him to speak through whatever he wants to speak. I allow that, and also do my own energy work. I stay focused in my own path, because in a way you definitely do see different things. But what he goes through and what he sees is what's meant for him to go through and see. He doesn't have to follow, or they don't have to follow exactly what you're going through in your vision. Allow them to feel comfortable going through their vision, and then you can, in a way, secretly go into a deeper world. It's kind of going underneath their world or above, because some of their souls will be in, it's like space. It's almost like, for me, is like my upper world, or like a huge deep forest, or energy of black. Because that's where I found my son's, was in an energy of like, it was just nothing but black around him, and he was just kind of like this, which to me would be a reason why maybe it would be nothing but black, is because he had his eyes closed. But also I ran into another one where they were like, where there was an energy like that. It was just nothing but black around, and I was only able to see an image come from the blackness and attack, and then go back into the blackness. So I have seen that too. And that to me is an energy of this smoky mirror, really not being able to see the truth around you. It's all illusion. And then this person comes out of the illusion, and their truth is attacking you, and then they go back into illusion. So I've seen that. Okay, the journey. Y'all ready for some tarot cards now? Oof. It was like I felt a shift and I just was leaning this way because I see shifts. I see shifts. It makes me feel so dizzy sometimes. It's like having vertigo. It really is, where it just seems like this whole world is turning. And I know ever since I was young, because I know I don't have vertigo. And it started when I was a teenager and I met my son's father. This is when it actually started, my shifting of reality, or seeing the world shift. Like I can feel the energy of the shifts in the world. And it happens heavily. And I just went through a half and then whatever it was. Yeah, I mean, I experienced and then, okay, you know, it's great. So let's get into the tarot cards. What do we got for the Sweat Lodge, the masculine? Reveal, the sun coming out for a Queen of Wands, someone masculine going towards a Queen of Wands, or have an energy for a Queen of Wands. Yep, we have it here again. We have, it was at the top of this compass, so that would have been the north. I'm pretty sure it's the north. Yeah, because that's south. So it was at the north, and this is commitment. Because the way the carpet's laid out, it has a sign for the south. And so this is the north. And it laid right at the tip of the north of this compass. And this is commitment. And this looks like expecting a powerful change, someone wanting to go towards commitment. Or this information when it comes to court, someone relaying information when it comes to court. This could also be we have this new beginning with the Queen of Cups, strength, and this is over this masculine energy. I would definitely say this. And the wheel turning, which is interesting because I felt the shift. The wheel turning and then a tower happening tied with the Three of Swords energy. And so, yeah, this looks like someone having to stand up for their heart. Conclusions are within your reach. The emotional waters are being balanced out. Things are being balanced out. And death. So this seems like a heavy situation, to death to situation, or a death energy tied to a Sagittarius for some. For some, this could be a death to a connection. Yep, someone's standing. Yeah, wow. Someone's going to be standing. Wow. Having this resilience for your heart about addiction for some of you, about a connection that you felt tied to. This is making a stand. I mean, making a stand and making a stand. Like, yeah, I mean, this is exactly what this is. What about this harvest and adjustments are required? Putting work into the manifestation energy of harvest, being able to make adjustments about things that you want to make adjustments about. What about this Earth Keeper and this Ancient Ones? Nothing will come of the situation and time to release negativity. This is rest energy and juggling. Keeping one foot in and one foot out energy. This rest energy could be a literal death. Time to release negativity about death to a situation for some, or death with a person, death to juggling energy. This could be a situational about juggling. This could be tied to a fire sign, a king of wands, because this is a king of wands, so this is a masculine fire sign. Choice in making a choice. This is choice in love for some of you. This is manifesting this energy. Putting work into this manifestation energy and choice and love. Vision quest, showing the real you. Coming out of Five of Cups energy, this is feeling lack thereof or sad about what things of the past, and moving into a Knave of Wands, and this is sending out a message. This is sending out a love message or an emotional message about a slow and steady process. And this is clarifying the soul retrieval, the moon, and the inner knowing. The inner knowing. So someone has a very heavy inner knowing about a love offer. Gratitude and this eagle energy. This is communication. Freedom to communicate. Gratitude. Freedom to communicate gratitude for some. Like, I swear I have like cat hair on my face, and also like caffeine makes my nose itch. So, all right. Sorry, y'all. Caffeine does bug my nose. All right. So we have this journey. Oh, wow. Going into this journey, we have another earth element here. We have the King of Pentacles, which we saw earlier. This person may be having a Tower moment energy when it comes to a Queen of Cups. And it's heartbreaking. And that's why there could be an energy of time to rest, need to rejuvenate yourself, not juggling too much. So I can see that. Okay. Stop juggling so much. You're only hurting yourself. You're not letting yourself heal. All right. This Time Master, this is the Emperor energy. You're very much in your Emperor energy and moving towards a leap of faith, towards something that they're envisioning. And they're looking at this butterfly, the transformation, and this happy life that they see. They have this foresight with and about. There's this Tree of Life energy with this contemplation. So I feel this feels very much like planning energy, or for some, this feels like an energy of an apology in a way. This is tied with a Queen of Swords. But the Four of Cups, this could be contemplation energy. But the Four of Cups is also rejecting an offer. This rainbow is this combative energy, this fighting energy, fighting over some sort of money offer or an opportunity offer, an offer of an opportunity, a decision between two. Giveaway, the Empress, the drum. Wow. The calling of the Ten of Cups. Dang. What about the Child? Two of Cups. But this picking and choosing your battles. Yep, that's what that is. Picking and choosing your battles. And the Spiral with single energy. about being held back, moving to calmer waters, and this is with the King of Chalice. Ten of Cups, collaboration in a home, for a home. Two of Cups, not this movement out of giving up a fight for a Two of Cups, because this is pick and choosing movement into walking away. And justice. This is over the child. High Priestess energy. This is hidden energy. This is behind the scenes. What's your choice? The world. Okay, so it's a decision, the world, or keep a hold of your Ten of Wands. Relating to someone of the past. Six of Cups. We've been talking about Six of Cups heavily. Yeah, wow. Ace of Pentacles. This is a golden opportunity. Communication about freedom and a golden opportunity. So this seems to be contemplation energy, actually, about a leap of faith. Yeah, because the Ten of Cups energy, being called towards the Ten of Cups energy by an Empress. Oh, wow. Empress is giving something. Giving Ten of Cups, Two of Cups. And justice energy. Collaboration. Moving to calmer waters from being held back. Being tied down to something. And for some of you, this is coming out of being single and moving into calmer waters with someone else. Okay. Is there anything else we would like to put out here? I really don't feel the Zolar cards are needed. Yeah. I'll put that up there. We'll get some of my yoga tea, fortune cookie. All right, so let's see. There, here, here. I want some fortune cookies. I say I keep dropping them. We'll do that one here, this one here, this here, this here. Fortune cookie, here. Put that one here. Holy cow. Over this Ace of Pentacles and Six of Cups, life is a gift. That's pretty good. There we go. Here we go. It looks like you may be getting an opportunity of a gift of new life. I want the fortune cooker. Oh, yes. Fortune cookie. And now do one more fortune cookie. I like my fortune cookie. There's not as much fortune cookies in here. Okay. I would like, let's see. I want this one for that one. Go put that right there. All right. Okay, so we have here over the Sweat Lodge and the masculine. Trust is the union of intelligence and integrity. Smoky mirror, expect a powerful change. The Hierophant, commitment, and some sort of fast communication or some sort of fast action in something. Give to others and give to yourself the same attention. And over here, over this tower, Queen of Chalice, strength, the mountain with the masculine here, new beginning. And this is love is the ultimate law of life. Holy cow. And then we have here this death energy, temperance, lightning, and then conclusions are within your reach. Sometimes a perfect blessing will arrive in the disguise of a mischievous intruder. That one always gets me. All right, so we have here the Seven of Wands, like making a stand, the making a stand card of the heart and the devil. Develop the power of listening. Okay, and now we have the Eight of Pentacles, the manifestation, and this adjustments are required in the King of Wands energy and making a choice or some sort of choice between lovers. Prosperity is within us, and love is the highest virtue of all. And show the world the real you, a vision quest. Coming out of Five of Cups energy, sending a message possibly about Five of Cups energy for some of you. And this is embrace this love relationship you have. Holy cow, this is all about love. And I love this one. This one's one of my favorite. Embrace this loving relationship you have. I get that one quite a lot. Then we have this Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Chalice, and the soul retrieval, the moon, the inner knowing. Do you know that the B-U-S-I-E-S-T, busiest? Okay. Do you know that the busiest person has the largest amount of time? The busiest person has the largest amount of time. Okay. Interesting. So now we have this gratitude energy, freedom, and this peace in the world. Oh, I really like that one. That's cool. And then we have this Emperor and the leap of faith with the Time Master. Our creative consciousness is not limited. Our creative consciousness is, I was actually expressing a lot of that energy. Our creative consciousness is not limited. That's cool. I like that. Okay, and then we have the life here with the Four of Chalice and the Queen of Swords. Don't give in to cynicism. Don't give in to cynicism. I feel like it goes right along with an energy of being humble, but I'm going to head and get the definition of this. Don't give in to cynicism. I mean, I get it, but I'm going to get the definition. C-Y-N-I-C-I-N. Oops. S-N. Okay. Wait. How do you pronounce that? Cynicism. Oh, I was right. Cynicism. An inclination to believe that people are motivated. Oh, an inclination to believe that people are motivated purely by self-interest. Skepticism. Oh, okay. I did not know what that meant. An inclination to believe that people are motivated purely by self-interest. Huh. I even expressed that today too, in this reading. Holy cow, that's powerful. Okay, so what we have here is this rainbow energy, combative energy, and the Knave of Pentacles. This is an offer, a decision, the world, and this Ten of Wands. Sometimes a perfect blessing will arrive in the disguise of a mischievous intruder. Gratitude leads to love. That's crazy. And then this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles energy with the Six of Cups. Life is a gift. And then over this Empress energy giveaway, the worst enemy we have is our own fear. Holy cow. That's pretty wild. Okay. And then we have this Ten of Cups here. Our creative consciousness is not limited. Wow, apparently this is a very heavy, and this is the Ten of Cups calling the Ten of Cups, and this collaboration here with this Ten of Cups. Okay, now when we have this Child, Two of Cups energy, Five of Swords, this could either be not giving up a fight or giving up the fight about a Two of Cups, or picking and choosing your battles. Giving up a fight or picking and choosing your battles, or not giving up a fight for something. I don't that however it really resonates with you about that. Okay, but there's a Chalice energy with that, or the Chariot energy with that, the Justice and the Eight of Cups walking away, and this is holy cow. Be fearless. Know that all will be provided at the right time. I was expressing this energy too. Holy cow. That's wild. Now we have these two fortune cookies. This is about the Nine of Pentacles energy. This is either single or this, feeling trapped feeling trapped in this energy, but moving to calmer waters with the King of Chalice and the Spiral. And this is praise a fine day at night. Praise a fine day at night. Praise a fine day at night. Dreams are like the stars of your destiny. Wow, that was awesome. Spiral. That is so cool. Wow. Dreams are like the stars of your destiny. All right, I'm happy with this. We're almost going past 2 hours, and here we go. So let's get into my Sacred Vision cards and Winged Enchantment. All right. Destiny. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And then we have Vision. Yeah, I'll go with Vision. Okay, so we have joy, responsibility, and vision. So I'll just, and freedom. Freedom and the giveaway. The giveaway of freedom. Prayers answered. Holy cow. And taking responsibility towards someone's joy. Okay, so we're just going to go into vision here. I was getting way too many messages out of that. It's like, all right, let's move on. Okay, here we go. Okay, wow. 8 and 2. How does that happen? 8 and 2. I mean, that's how it came out. 8 and 2. We have here. First one I laid down. 8, Dove, which is a card of love to me. Always has been. And 2, the blue jay. We get feminine energy and masculine. That's pretty wild. Blue jay. I mean, we keep having this blue jay card. That's pretty wild. So beautiful. Looks like someone taking flight. That's cool. The feminine taking flight, the masculine, I mean, all of it, just taking flight. All right, cool. So I have to go pee so bad. Oh, wow. And we have 28. So 2 and 8, 2 and 8. This is trippy. And then we have 16, which equals 7. So interesting. This is cool. Okay. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Honored and humbled, we are all entrusted with the human legacy, the opportunity to generate light, peace, love, and beauty in this magnificent garden of Mother Earth. Each of us is born with a destiny, a purpose written before we even took our first breath. It is the unique thread that we contribute to the whole of life, but we must always be in a state of becoming. Though we cannot change what we are always changing who we are. We promote our potential into the actual and seek the wisdom of others along the way. Do you have a mentor or teacher? Do you recognize the wealth of lived experience around you? That of the living as well as that of our ancestors. You're never alone. The universe has been with you all along. If you can be anything you desire, what does that look like? What makes your unique light shine the brightest? Find where the wild ones meet, that timeless realm of the spiritual and love from which we all were born. All it takes is pure silence and an open heart. Pretty wild. Number 16, vision. Heaven is where you find it. The question is no longer how did we get here and why, but where do we go and how. We are placed on the path of life to experience, interact with, and be challenged by its dangers. Paradise is not a place, but a state of mind. We must heed the advice to stop and smell the roses, for it is possible that in our fervor to search for the elusive, we sacrifice our garden for one tree. It is not so much in what you see, but in the way in which you see it. Are you flying above your life unaware of your true reality? The feathers you hold are not your own. They are a gift that must be returned one day. Like the dream catcher and the medicine wheel, they hold change. New colors become brilliant and luminous as you journey, and you wear the feather of distinction, the mark of a seasoned, soulful traveler. Your hands reach out to hold back illusion. Heaven is before you. Your dreams are coming true. Wow. Someone's dreams are for real coming true. I mean, we've been really getting this energy here. This is pretty trippy. Okay. Number 8, and the book is over here. I'm pretty sure I showed y'all both, but I'll go ahead. Dove. I am dove, the peace of alignment. I am feminine. I am sensitive to my surroundings. I am the nourishment of the earth and the gentleness of her instinct. I am the calm after the storm. I am hope and harvest. I am the embellishment of harmony and the sacrifice necessary to nurture what has been created. You are at peace now and brimming with compassion. You are in love with life. I am the enjoyment of family connection. I am the safety of a united community. This is not the time to fly solo, but rather to seek out kindred spirits. I am the gathering of like minds. I am the coven. I am the serenity of kin. I am group mind and structure. Merge your energies with others and watch what unfolds. There is great power in collaboration. There is powerful wisdom within the whole. You are engaging life. You are embracing peace. You are aligning with others. You are dove. I see that here with this Empress energy. I really feel some of your feminines some of you masculines actually may be getting an offer from your feminine. I feel like there was an element of thought it was going to be the other way around, or that it felt like it was like it had to be the other way around. And I feel like someone just flipped the script on that. In this search, while they're in the search and the journey for their whole garden with their tree, basically that Ten of Cups energy, collaborating and being able to create this Ten of Cups energy to make it possible. That's just impressive. All right, so I'm going to go into number 2. I am Blue Jay, the advantage of a quick wit and intellect. I am the first one heard. I am the brightest one seen. I command attention and dive right in. I fear nothing and I take what I need. I am the crucial adaptation of a successful life. I have the discipline to master new skills. It is fine to learn new things, but dabbling into many will keep you scattered. I am the need to follow through. I wear the crown of achievement. I am the proper use of knowledge. You may need to be louder to get what you want. You may have to outsmart others, but do not be afraid to draw attention to yourself. Let the world know who you are let the world know you are there and ready to take control. I am incomparable in self-certainty. I am the victory of taking by sheer will. Get out into the world and take what you have worked so hard for. You are presence. You are presence. You are anyway. You are survival. You are bold ambition, and you are Blue Jay. Blackbird. I am Blackbird, the enchantress of the soul. I am mellifluous and hypnotic. I am the transporter of the mind from one state to another. I am bringer of omens. I will entrance you with my soul and open the portals of the spiritual. I break through boundaries and remove whatever separates you from eternity. If you have strayed into my woods, something enchanting is afoot. Mystery has tempted you. The magical realms have seduced you. I can align you with the earth and the energy that encircles it. You are hearing the whispers of the ancients and calls of the deep woods. Look beyond everything and see the layers. Listen carefully, be alert, let go, and embrace the experience. You are captivating, you are limitless, you are enthralled, and you are Blackbird. All right, there we go, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I am OracleUnicorn, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day, and I shall see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you share, you never know who else that will see this. It'll be able to help them as well. Greatly appreciate that. Spread the message. Da, 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 da. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful. Oh, and liking the video helps the videos to move along, so that helps as well. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.